I will say this, right? This is still a young franchise, but I think they're in a step to the right direction. The biggest thing that I can back it up with is they finally scored a try in Quincy. Okay, they did that with Mayo in 58th minute, as they should. They have a golden opportunity to do so, and they were able to score a try, and O'Leary with the 2-point conversion. First ever try in Quincy in the playoff game. I think it's a step to the right direction. However, everything else was not great. See, in the first minute, literally the first minute, like I'm talking kickoff, New England kicks it off, got the ball back, and they score a try. And Bellicana, once more, he's just such freaking nuisance in New England. Holland's Head missed a 2-point conversion. O'Leary with the penalty kick in the 10th minute. And in between that, there was a kick from a New England player. I forgot who it was. There was a kick from a New England player, and they got his own kick. And I swear to you, you have to get that ball. You have to get that rugby ball once the ball was coming towards. I don't know how you didn't get that rebound off the ball, but you didn't do it. Imagine they did score that try, right? Because the only reason why I'm saying this is because that try was nullified for a foul play on the left side of the field. So then Miami was trying to get the try for themselves as they were on the try line, but the struggles continues. New England, no problem. Literally the same thing off the line now, trying to push through, and they got it. It's Quantrin with the try in the 30th minute. Holland's Head with a 2-point conversion, and that would be your halftime score, 12-3. New England. We should have gotten a try in the first half, and here I am thinking we're never going to score a try in New England. Never. O'Leary with the penalty kick, and he just missed it. That ball sailed up high, and it curved to the left over the goalpost. And I can't believe that did not go down the middle. I just can't believe it. Telefoa were able to score that try. Powers through with the line out. I believe it was right now. I forgot which part it was. But they score a try. Holland's Head with the 2-point conversion again. And just like that, it's 19-3. Miami had some advantages, had some chances. In fact, the fouls were against New England, so they had golden opportunities. They just were not capitalized on it. The same case situation in the 57th minute, but this time, Von Delzen, if I said so correctly, I don't think I did. He gets thrown into the sin bin for a yellow card, and Myhill scores a try. First try in Quincy. I'm so proud of him for doing so. O'Leary with the 2-point conversion. It's now 19-10. There's still some hope. Problem is, Miami keeps hurting themselves with these penalties. Holland's Head with two 3-point field goals, and I say so because the first one was a penalty kick, which was, of course, our fault. The second time was a drop kick. It was a drop goal from Holland's Head. Basically, you're running down the field and you're just kicking it as you're running, and that went through the goalpost. That's 3 points as well. And then Milan at the 78th minute intercepts O'Leary, and that was a bad pass from O'Leary, man. That was a really bad pass. I understand what he's trying to do, but he did not see Milan right there. He did not see him, and he was just bolts. He bolted, and that ends it. Lennon with the 2-point conversion to make it 32-10, and the final score of this game is 32-10. New England eliminated the Miami Sharks, and you know what? I'm so proud of the Sharks, man. I really am proud of the Sharks. They had a much better season than they did last season. And, you know, like I said from last season, I'm going to point this out again from last season. They are adjusting. They're trying to get the hang of it. Trying to get settled in. That's what I was trying. That's the word I was looking for. Trying to get settled in. I believe they got settled in the second season. There were some winnable games that they could have won. For example, Old Glory is a prime example. I also want to bring up RFC Los Angeles. That game that they should have won. And others, well, I guess it's kind of a warranted play. And the Chicago game up a SeatGeek. But New England has to deal with Chicago to try to get back to Rhode Island, which that was going to be the final place. Rhode Island. We don't get to talk much about Rhode Island, do we? Well, now we won't talk about it at all because Sharks have been bounced in the semifinal, Eastern Conference semifinals, and losing 32-10, eliminated from progressing further to the playoffs. And this is they're building something here. Okay, they're building something for the future, the right way. I think if they could figure out some adjustments, for example, with the lineouts, and I believe some scrum, basically the set pieces, right? If they can figure those out and upgrade a little bit of their offense, I think we'll be okay. As well as clock management for the season. We'll talk about that in the season review. Like I don't know if it's going to be tonight, but probably tomorrow. We'll talk more about the Miami Sharks, what they could do moving forward, and how did the season go, what went right, what went wrong, and stuff like that. And yeah, and I'm so proud of the Sharks, man. They made it this far. They made it to the postseason the first time in franchise history in their sophomore season. And you know what, though? Good for them. Good for them. It's a shame that we lost in the first round, well, semifinal round. But if there's going to be more teams, which I know there are going to be more teams, they should have an expansion team soon for MLR. We'll see what happens in next season going forward. But Sharks made it to the postseason. I'm so proud of them. Hopefully they do it again next season, and it'll be better next season. I'm definitely going to attend more games next season, as 2026 looking like one of the biggest years ever in this channel. Biggest years ever. I seriously hope so. Brown Nets. All right. And after 2026, we'll see what happens. But that's unrelated. Soon, I'm going to create a Look at me. I'm going to make a season review at some point. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. If not, then it's tomorrow. And we'll talk about the Sharks season. And yeah, man. Rugby fans, Sharks fans as well. If you watch this from start to finish, I sincerely thank you so much. I know I have not been the best at explaining things or anything like that, but for you to come in here and just chatting and watching and trying to hear my intake on these games, I really appreciate it. Thank you. It meant a world to me. Hardly anybody talks about rugby. I want to continue to talk about rugby. I think rugby is one of the really good sports that I want to try to spread awareness of. Until I make a content change in the future. That's not to say the Sharks are probably get affected by it. I don't think so. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, folks, that's gonna do it for this one. Shameful ending, disappointing, but step to the right direction because they gotta try in this game. It is a really good step to the right direction for the Sharks, man. I'm so proud of them. But anyway, man, that's going to do it for this one. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.